Yo, guys, what's up, man? Welcome back to the 157 Show. This is the Week 4 preview episode.
Officially a quarter of the way through the season.
Officially a quarter of the way.
Or the beginning of it, I guess.
It's kind of sad. It's moving a little faster than I expected.
It really is. This is already...
I sit around all year waiting for August, September, and then it happens and it's like it just flies by.
We're already kind of approaching October.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So again, this will be a Week 4 preview episode for Auburn and Alabama. Auburn is playing
Missouri
at
home. This is game 4 of the 5-game stretch of home games.
Luckies.
And this is also getting into the meat of their SEC schedule. This is the first SEC game for Auburn. It may be for Missouri.
Yeah, I think so for this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Alabama, of course, is playing Vanderbilt.
First SEC game?
First SEC game for the season.
So we're both opening with SEC play this weekend.
It is time for SEC play, and
in theory, both teams should come out with a W.
In theory, yes, that's how it should work.
However, there is one team, and it may be the orange and blue team that may not come out with a victory.
It's going to be if they lose to Vanderbilt, it's going to be a tough time for Auburn fans. Just
if we lose to Missouri,
what did I say?
Vanderbilt.
Yes. If you lose, yeah.
If we lost to Vanderbilt, that'd be pretty bad too.
Yeah. If you lose to Missouri, yes, it would be very bad. Vanderbilt too.
Yeah. So let me say this. I saw some on the internet. It said that Missouri and Auburn were playing this weekend, and it was going to be the title for who's the worst team in the SEC.
Oh, Lord.
And then somebody said that Vanderbilt entered the chat, so kind of kept it there. However, Auburn is playing pretty bad ball right now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe they can turn around this week with Missouri.
So do we want to start with Auburn then? Just dive right in?
Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man, if you haven't already. If you're new here, if you're a returning viewer, make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment below. Share it out to your friends, family. I mean, let everybody know about it. Tell them to come visit and hit the subscribe button as well.
Yep.
So, Auburn.
All right, let's keep it short and sweet.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Penn State, that was rough last week, folks. We've got to do something better this week. I'm not sure what we're going to do, and I'm not going to elaborate and go through this grand scheme of plans. I want it to be simple. I want to play fundamental football, and I want to give Tank Bigsby the ball more than 9 times.
He is your offense.
I don't know what else is going to happen.
I don't think whoever's running the offense over there understands that.
Previously, I've talked about I want receivers to step up. I want the quarterbacks to step up. I want the secondary to kind of do better and establish themselves. I want the offense to have an identity. I don't want any of that. I just want a good, solid, fundamental football game, a fundamental, disciplined football game.
Yeah. I mean,
and it starts with working with what works in this game. I don't care if it's passing the ball. I don't care if it's running the ball. Whatever works, just stick with that and don't have silly penalties.
Yeah. And it's like I said before, this is a critical game for Auburn against Missouri. This is their chance to really kind of turn their season around and get back on track for in SEC play at least.
Yeah, this is one of those games where if you lose this one, there's a chance that you don't make a bowl game.
Yes, these are
with the rest of the schedule and how they're playing right now. Unless things just 180, if they lose this game, there is a chance they won't make a bowl game.
Missouri is no powerhouse, but I mean, you still, Auburn has struggled this season with San Jose
inferior
State,
opponents.
somewhat at Mercer. They've played down to the competition, I guess, and if they can come out hot against Missouri and really get going soon, I don't think there's going to be
need
too
to
much
build some momentum here.
Yeah.
This is a good momentum building week. You got, let's be frank, you got your ass kicked last week.
That's exactly what happened.
That's all it is about. That's all I gotta say. You can start fresh this week, build the momentum, and go forward with it.
Right.
And like I said, that starts with fundamental play, discipline play, and just doing with what works. Put some confidence in the program and in the coaching staff and kind of give these players something to look forward to.
What do you think is the key to be able to getting that offense going? Is it
well,
Bigsby?
after last week, the daggum offensive line's got a block.
Yeah.
And then I think, like you're saying, I think the offensive line's got a block, and then it starts with Bigsby.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season, they wanted to be a balanced attack, but rush first, which is fine. I like that. No issues there. But, man, they got to get something going. And if that involves dropping passing altogether and going to an option kind of play with Robbie Ashford, at this point, go for it. Something's got to give.
They're going to have to do something.
I hope some adjustments are made this week to, like I said, to bolster some Was that the right word?
I think so. Yeah.
Man, look at me using big words.
Big words.
Sort of. Look, they've got to get that confidence up.
Right.
And get the momentum built heading into the meat of this SEC.
This is the week that I think somebody needs to step up, especially at the wide receiver position, to really make a name for themselves.
So you'll
say,
know their names, huh?
Yes, that too. But I'm saying just so like, okay, I can take on this role of being the number one guy, go-to guy. And I think that's kind of hurting Auburn some too. Finley just doesn't have that. Okay, I know I can throw it to this guy, and I know he's going to catch it.
He doesn't have that.
He doesn't have that safety net of a wide receiver to be able to.
I think his safety net is actually Tank. Truthfully,
Yes.
I think he'll
so.
like roll out like a little wheel route out in the flat, and he'll just toss it off to Tank. I think that's his go-to player.
Yeah.
And by the way, the second running back for the team right now is Robbie Ashford.
It's just kind of crazy.
But like I said in the previous video, if nothing's open, he'll just scramble the ball,
Right.
and he'll just run with it.
Yeah, I just figured Hunter would be getting some.
Oh, that was a pretty bad leap he made over the Penn State player.
Yeah.
Second year in a row he made that leap. So it's kind of cool. I'll give him that. So.
That's
But yeah, that's it for Auburn football, folks. So we just got to get something going and work forward. Let's dive into Alabama.
okay.
then.
So Alabama, we have the mighty powerhouse of Vanderbilt this week.
Yep.
Right. They are starting out 3-1 in the first 4 games. Pretty impressive for Vanderbilt standards.
Yeah.
Now, granted, the first team they beat was Hawaii, and I think they are like very dead last in terms of like FPI, ESPN's FPI, which is their strength. Kind of. They're a terrible team.
So they're the Akron of last year.
Yeah,
this year.
they are an absolutely terrible team. Put it that way.
Yeah. Wait. So with that being said, Hawaii lost to Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky plays Auburn at the end of the year. So through some weird crossover math here, we can probably see how Auburn's going to do for the rest of the year.
It's very possible. If you can go in depth with it like that, yes, it's very possible.
I'm too casual for that, folks.
Wake Forest is their only loss, and that was a little bit of a competitive game.
And that's
too.
a ranked.
Yes, competitive Wake Forest team that, really and truly, their quarterback was coming back off of some sort of injury, blood clots, I believe, for Wake Forest, and then that was his first game back too. So it could have been skewed a little bit there. But again, Vanderbilt's coming in 3-1. I don't see how they can match up with Alabama again, just like Louisiana Monroe. I don't see it happening.
It's tough.
It's tough. A lot of people can't match up with us, but I don't see this being much of a game. Again, I think it's gonna be another halftime lead, blowout, be done with it, move on.
Swap over to the Auburn game, see what's going on.
Swap over to the Auburn game, see how bad that's happening.
Yeah.
Now I will say this, and I kind of let you know this before we started filming here, but Alabama has not allowed Vanderbilt to have a red zone possession since 2007. Now it's been only 3 games ago, but still, you think about how long ago, time frame wise, that's a good time frame.
It's all about them clicks, baby.
And that again, 2007, I think Alabama won 24-10 or something along those lines. So like they, that was their down year for Nick Saban.
And I think the next one's like a 59-0 shot.
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
It was over with.
Yeah.
That was it 2020, 2019. They said, Alabama, you're next, and we came in and just donkey stomped them 59-0. So they don't want to put out any more threats like that no more after that. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be a blowout loss. I like to see the younger guys get in again and play. It's always good when you can get experience to the younger guys, and just in case they need to step up and they get that game time experience. I want to see Bryce kind of be on point, trying to eliminate those 2 interceptions.
Eliminate those 2 interceptions we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him. He still is a Heisman winning quarterback. So you can't really knock him for, some mistakes, I guess. But I like to see him step it up and get rid of those 2 interceptions. I'd like to see the running game going. It's nice last week. They actually had towards the end of the game they were bringing in just.
Whomever.
Like the 6th, 7th, 8th string guys. Folks that you never even thought of. So that was nice to see. The younger guys getting in there and walk-ons and stuff like that. I really couldn't even tell you what the score is going to be. I think the over and under or something is like 58.5. So that tells you kind of what it's going to be based off of what they think anyway.
Kind of low in my opinion.
I don't see.
Well, I don't know. I guess if Vanderbilt doesn't score, then I guess it would be tough to reach. So
I don't think they're expecting them to do much offensively. Now, Grant, this offense for them is a little bit different than what they have been doing. They got a guy now that is he seems to be doing okay, moving the ball and stuff like that. Now, they haven't really faced top level competition either, so I'll watch to see. Come Saturday, see how that goes. All right, guys. So this is a week 4 preview. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment, let us know what you guys are thinking, and we will see you guys for the following review or possibly some other videos that may be coming soon. Keep an eye on that. See you guys later. Roll Tide.
War Eagle.